Dad, he's a sucker.
He's wrong. It don't take much strength to pull a trigger, but try and get up every morning, day after day, and work for a living. Let's see him try that. Then we'll see who's the real tough guy. The working man is the tough guy. Your father's the tough guy.
But everybody loves him, just like everybody loves you on the bus. It's the same thing.
No, it's not the same. People don't love him. They fear him. There's a difference.
I don't understand, Dad.
You will. You will when you get older.
I gotta love when my little brother puts this shit together, man. What's going on, everybody? This is the oldest brother, Josh, aka Tap Out Beast. Welcome to the Rubi Brothers podcast. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to my little brothers real quick so they can introduce themselves.
Well, we the twins. I'm twin one, Christopher, firstborn. Even though it's 7 minutes, if you're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby, yeah. And I'm the smartest brother, the last born, the baby brother, twin two. I'm giving care about y'all and that older brother shit. So I'm second born on my mama's side, first on my daddy's side.
Oh, well, then you want to get specifics and shit.
Well, I thought you wanted me to, so go ahead. He's 15th out of 30 on Josh's side.
Fun fact: I'm actually the second oldest.
Out of how many though?
Like 8, and I only know 2.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I only know 2. I met the first one in New York when my grandfather passed away. Actually, before he passed away too. And then my older brother actually did a 23andMe. Or actually, no. My niece did a 23andMe, did his thing, and then found out that he had family that he never knew about. And so one of my cousins reached out saying, "Yo, you got an older brother." And I'm like, "Nah, this nigga looked just like the sperm donor."
Wow. And you don't?
No, so it's a toss-up. I mean, depending if mom grows out the beard, we might resemble one another. You know what I'm saying? So, really? Mom Dukes, I love you.
Jeez,
you may or may not watch this shit. So
happy Mother's Day to the moms. Happy belated Mother's Day.
Yeah. Happy late Mother's Day to all the moms out there and shit. So as a matter of fact, hold on. I got to bring up the chat because I know. Yep, there we go. Hold on. There goes Junior. Right?
Oh, wait. And he said, wait, what? He didn't know you had 15 other. He had 15 other uncles.
And boom.
Oh.
Yes.
Mom Dukes.
So
hello, Mom.
Well, let's go ahead and bendición, by the way. So anyway, I'm trying to see if Junior's gonna type out bendición. So, but anyway,
let's not. Don't make him spell some in a different language. Yeah. Dios te bendiga. That's all he needs to know. That's all.
So let's go ahead and move directly into the meat and potatoes of this shit that I've been actually really hearing a lot of things, and I'm pretty sure, Christian, you've been hearing a lot of things, because I don't know if Christopher's been keeping up, because I mean this nigga's tapped in with social media like crazy. So
I've been trying to keep up, so it's everywhere,
100%. And like I just found out about someone had put that there was an audio of Cassie threatening somebody.
Yeah, that's crazy how the trial, it started with Cassie being like the victim, and then already in a few days she's the aggressor. Like the transition was crazy, because when it started it was innocent, and then like the other day the audio of her being that aggressive was like, hold on. And then they're painting her as like a drug addict, the aggressor, like she was threatening killing somebody, I think, in that audio, right?
Yeah. And I mean, so you got to think about it. long before all social media, right? Long before cameras and audio equipment that can record things. You know what I'm saying? The public painted this image of, you know what I'm saying, stars, artists, you know what I'm saying? And the only way you would know about any of their habits is if you actually hung around them. So then you got to go by, oh yeah, man, I remember when James Brown back in the day used to do a lot off the tables and shit. But now you actually can find out through somebody just recording that shit from oh.
Well, I don't know because there was this thing that Diddy OD'd that nobody knew about.
Yes.
There was conversations around like Diddy OD'd one time and like nobody knew about it, but then there's cameras, there's phones, there's social media. So how does that happen? Like he's good at covering his tracks. Like that's by design.
Well,
like,
he's rich enough to cover his tracks.
All right, but
I mean, come on, guy. If anybody had enough money to pay somebody to shut up, it's baby oil.
He paid for a lot of baby oil, but there's a lot of like conspiracy theories about him being responsible for his baby mama's death. That's the other conspiracy theory out there.
There's a lot of conspiracy
theories
about.
Of course,
yeah, of course.
All right, but
of course, he absolutely is being, reviewed as the killer Diddy.
100%. But the crazy part is that's not even that's not even a part of the case.
But going back to Cassie, so Cassie was straight like innocent, and then just all of a sudden,
bro.
Well, we assumed she would be innocent, but then you start to get other details about.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
She was
People
texting.
Assume innocent.
Well, I mean,
automatically because she's.
If you think about the trial, the video came out. And I don't know about you, but that seemed pretty bad. She looked like a victim.
But and like Dave Chappelle said, what did she do?
No.
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
No, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate. Devil advocate other parts, not that part. No.
What did she say? What did she do?
No. What did she not do is apparently what happened.
That part. What was she hiding?
Allegedly.
When she was playing? Allegedly.
But they are doing a very interesting pose on this or position on it. If you think about it, they got texts of her finding the what's it called? The puto? The guy.
Oh, the stripper guy or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
The one that was paid off to do to
the hooker, the male hooker.
The male hooker.
Yeah, the puto. So they got text messages of her finding the male hooker.
Yeah.
Like it texting to do the freak off just so then she wouldn't end up having to deal with his temper tantrums. And Diddy would be in the background as he watches, just taking it on the nipple. It's weird. It's weird, but the problem with the defense or the problem with how she's being viewed now is they're implying she was a drug addict herself.
Yep.
It's not implied. Like,
allegedly.
There's a book too. Like, remember the whole Dark Times?
Look,
yeah, the whole Dark Times thing.
Yeah, the book.
Diddy even gave a shout out when he was like, yo, I gotta give
the awards.
You know what I'm saying to Cassie in my dark times.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, because she sold the apparently she either gave the rights or sold the rights to him, so he can publish that shit for her, if I'm not mistaken.
Allegedly. So the picture of how this looks is it looks like Cassie, like people are saying, people talk about it. They say Cassie wanted it.
So is Cassie the center of the case? Because there's other people in the case involved.
No,
but it feels like there's attention more on Cassie than any other witnesses.
The reason why there's more attention on her is because she sounded innocent in the beginning, and now they're seeing another side to her. The stories are just, the situation is just not, it's not adding up, but it's adding up against her, if anything else. So
it's not helping.
Not at all. Not at all.
And they keep trying to impose and reflect how abusive Diddy was, but this isn't a what's it called? Assault and battery type of case. This is human trafficking.
Yep.
And I wonder if she got immunity, because if you think about it, she
Well,
played.
I think part of it is immunity. I think that's got to be part of the plea deal because she wouldn't be talking if she didn't. You know what I mean? She didn't have some form of immunity. She's got to have some kind of protection.
How about Diddy looking like he saw a ghost and all his hair turning white?
When was that? So he
I
probably
mean, you know
was.
that
He
access
was
to
probably dyeing his hair the whole time, and
Right.
nobody knew till the trial.
That's all that is.
that nigga's
It's like
stressing.
he just stopped dyeing his shit
So
so
you
he
can't
looked like
dye
a
your
victim.
hair in jail. Who's gonna dye your hair in jail?
He's Diddy. He can get some dye in jail. If he can get some jelly in jail, he can get some dye.
I was about to say, if you
No.
can get cigarettes in jail, you can get some hair dye in jail.
You can get all kinds of shit in jail.
It
You've
seems like
seen
a
mafia
luxury.
movies. We've all seen mafia movies. They got all kinds of shit in jail.
Is he in federal prison?
It don't
Nah,
matter.
he's not
P.
even in
Diddy,
prison.
he
He's
got
in
money.
jail.
He
He's in
can get
county.
whatever he wants in jail. He probably get some booty in jail if he wanted to.
That's probably what he's spending it on, baby oil.
I'm just saying. He could have dyed his shit if he wanted to. It's by design.
He's trying to seem like he Bill Cosby with his gray hairs and shit.
But Bill
That's not a
Cosby
good
had
look.
reason to be have gray hairs. He was old.
Well, true. Diddy's not young.
Let's find out how old.
He's got to be in his 50s minimum. 50s minimum.
Probably
55 years.
Take that.
55.
He's
And-
55
Looking like he's 65.
now because he can't dye his stuff because he's in prison.
I mean, age, man. I mean, look at us right now. I mean, I got a bunch of grays. Just not as bad as him.
Yeah, we're talking 12 years.
Yeah,
Let's
I was
see
gonna
how
say
bad
it's
it
12
looks.
years difference. That's a decade.
My man look like he's seen a ghost.
And he's in jail. He might be having fun.
He might
Without
be.
the baby oil.
Without the baby oil, he's just using soap. I don't know.
Or shampoo or conditioner.
Okay, we're
All
going
right,
down
all
the
right,
rabbit hole.
okay.
on this
My
one.
bad.
I don't want to go down the different soaps he could be using. That's it.
Mon Duke said that he'd be able to dye his hair if he wanted to.
See?
I
That's
don't
what I'm saying.
know.
That was by design. He's not dyeing his hair on purpose.
I mean,
For
yeah, you
what?
want to look stressed.
To look like a victim in front of the cameras.
So they can't arrest an AARP member?
Bro,
Ask mom.
it's all by design. He's painting the woman to look bad now. She's supposed to look like a victim in the beginning. Why do you think he has a mask? Bro, did you see? Like, it was all over the news how many lawyers this guy had. He looked like he was guilty from the start of the case because he walked out with too many lawyers. Bro, it's chess. They make her look like the victim in the beginning, then they beat her up at the end, and then they hope that the verdict comes in their favor.
So you think he's going to win, or he's going to Epstein this motherfucker and kill himself and act like...
This dude has 8 lawyers involved in his case.
Bro, I'm telling you.
He's not... He's trying not to go to jail.
He's OJ right now. He's OJ right now.
Literally, this generation's
But
OJ.
it don't matter because what's going to happen if he gets charged, Trump is going to pardon him.
Take that.
Trump is going to pardon this guy.
I got to give this one. Mom Dukes actually has a good point. He wants to look older for pity.
Who gonna pity that old dirty bastard?
That's why he's not dyeing his hair. So I'm saying he's trying to play like the whole sympathy thing by un viejo that he shouldn't go to jail. He don't want to spend the rest of his life in jail. So he's playing a sympathy card. That's what I was trying to say. You know what I mean? With the OG look. Don't send me to jail. I'm safe. I can't rape because I'm old.
I mean, even if they let him out, honestly, he'll have such a scope on him that at the end of the day,
he'll be like OJ. They're gonna be itching to forever lock this man up.
They're gonna
because
if
they don't get him now, they're gonna try to get him later. That's the whole script. That's the whole script. He can't take a piss in the wrong place without going to jail after this.
He peed on me.
Free R. Kelly. No,
I'm playing.
I'm playing.
Oh,
nah, for
man.
real.
no matter what he does, he's got to keep it clean.
Yes, but hold on. Mom said it didn't work for Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's
Bill's
not
free.
real.
Last time we
Exactly.
checked, I thought, isn't he
He's
free?
out. He's not
out.
and
He's
alive.
Tupac right he won that chess match. He's out. He's out. And that's all Diddy trying to do. He's trying to be out.
He's
So he
trying
can
to do what Bill
get
Cosby
back to
did.
his jelly parties.
Wait a minute. Didn't Bill Cosby
He
plead
raped, and he
No,
raped
no.
a lot. He
But
drugged them and
what I'm
raped a
saying
lot.
is, didn't Bill Cosby get out because of his age?
Oh, I doubt it was because of his age. I thought that he had a great.
He's like 90 if that's true.
He had
though.
great lawyers. He had a great legal fucking team. That's all that was. If there's anything that you need to learn in life, you need to have a great legal team. That's why P. Diddy got 8 lawyers.
8.
Mira, the prime examples, OJ. The glove didn't fit, you must have quit. And Diddy's trying to do that to Cassie right now. He's trying to make her tremendo like it was her. She's a drug addict. She's
So
a
I think
sex
what's going to
addict.
wind up
She
happening.
got anger issues.
This shit's going to turn
She
around and
agreed.
bite Cassie in the ass.
Man. Even if
In what way?
even if he gets a guilty verdict, can't he dispute it? What's the thing called again?
Appeal it.
Appeal.
He'll appeal the decision.
I said it first. No, you did. I'm fucking with you.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Either way, he's gonna appeal. He got 8 lawyers. One of them's gonna say appeal. He's gonna fight this for forever, bro.
I mean, until his money runs out.
For his
then,
legacy.
For what legacy? Because his son is a dumbass.
We don't know that much about his son first to say that.
They're not all winners.
No, but
They're not all 10s.
I mean, come on. Wasn't his son the one that once his pops got locked up, the nigga wrote a song about like, oh yeah, you missed this in this house and all kinds of like.
What are you talking about?
You
He's
didn't
talking
hear
about
about
a
that?
song that. Well, can you bring up the song name or something? Because we don't know what we're talking about. He's talking about a song that Diddy's son made about Diddy.
Making song after Diddy went to jail. Hold on a minute. Here we go. Yes, Christian King Combs, son of Diddy, released a song titled Pick a Side, which references his father's legal troubles, including the March 2024 police raids on his homes. The song includes lyrics about the raids, also addresses 50 Cent's social media posts about Diddy's situation.
Oh, that's the beginning. That's the beginning of the end.
That was like his son was just talking all kinds of shit, made points about the house and how you raided the wrong house, and I'm like, you just dug your dad's grave. Is basically what you did, and that's when 50 went in on him.
Nah, 50 been going in on him.
Bro,
50 been going in on
he
him.
don't be giving up.
50 going in on niggas is not new.
no, and he made this one post. I got to see if I can find it because it was just wild. Hold on a minute. 50 Cent, of course. Hold on.
You're going to find multiple. Keep scrolling.
Nah. Prosecutors revealed images of the sex workers that took part in the Diddy and Cassie case freak-offs. And bro, just pictures.
Is Meek Mills there?
Nah. But Cassie's right there.
Bro, you gotta find a way to pull that up and put it on the screen.
Yeah.
And then I gotta sign into my Instagram online.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
Yeah. Did you also see that Diddy made her mainly have black male hookers? Yeah.
What?
Did that
Well, I mean, wouldn't that be obvious if he's masturbating because he's envisioning himself in that?
So basically,
don't nobody know what's going through that crazy mind, bro.
Yeah, you're right. That's wild.
It's too much to think about. Don't even go down that rabbit hole, bro. That's a whole nother level of weird shit, dude.
I
So-
keep
Like how much? What kind of drugs were they on? Does anybody know what kind of drugs they was on? Because like that's kind of important.
I'd assume cocaine. I mean, no.
Oh come on!
I mean, it's either cocaine or ecstasy. Nothing can keep you going that long.
It's got. Yeah.
What else is it?
Hold on, I got it up here. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Look at Cassie.
Just so you can
Ketamine,
see the shit.
ecstasy, GHB, cocaine, methamphetamine, oxycodone.
Tony, Greg.
So mostly ecstasy and cocaine and other pills. Oh, because she was a pill addict.
Yeah, that makes sense for her.
Oh,
Not for the guys.
Okay, so for the ecstasy and the cocaine, the pills, you know, influence different things.
Yeah.
Ta-da! And someone actually put, bro, where's Epstein's list?
I bet the list is probably similar. I bet this list is probably similar amongst
Ooh.
major celebrities. Ketamine, ecstasy, GHB, cocaine, methamphetamine, oxycodone. Oxy. Surprised ain't no lean on here. Oh, it's a downer. They're looking for upper.
I don't know. I think somehow it's gonna wind up turning against her, and somehow it's gonna go in Diddy's favor, man.
Wait. Are we saying that the end verdict is gonna go in Diddy's favor? Are we voting? Is that your vote?
Somehow, some way, I
we
think Diddy's
voting?
Diddy ain't gonna do no time in prison.
You saying Diddy's gonna do no time? He's getting away. That's your vote. He's pulling the OJ.
I think he's gonna pull a note. He's gonna pull a OJ and Cosby.
Nah, Cosby got sentenced. He just got out later. There's a difference.
Still got out.
But
That
he got
part.
charged, and then he got
He
out.
barely did any time.
He still got charged.
I mean, he did some time though. It's better than nothing.
So you're saying at the end of the day, charged or not, he's gonna get out. Jay.
I don't even want to know why you would say this. Hold on a minute.
Lean can be an upper too.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know what universe is lean and upper.
An upper.
You've never taken it before. How would you know?
All right, let's not get into the details of specifics of lean to not educate the public in a negative way. That's my official disclosure on that.
All right, so
That's a
Josh
fair
is
point.
voting.
All right, so at the end of the day, charged or not, is he getting out? He gonna see the light of day?
He surely is.
What about you, Broham?
I think I'm with Jay. He got 8 lawyers.
Bro.
He is lawyered up. If you're in a legal situation, the whole thing is lawyer up, and shut up and let them do the fighting. My man's doing the right thing. He's gonna walk. He's gonna walk.
Mom Duke
Maybe
said
not
Cosby
immediately,
did 3
but
years.
eventually, my man's gonna walk. And as long as he don't do nothing stupid, he's gonna stay out.
He's gonna be like that.
He's going to jail.
Mom Duke said Cosby did 3 years. I think he's gonna be convicted.
I'm with Mom Dukes on this one.
Yeah, he's gonna do some time.
He did 3 years because he was fighting it the whole 3 years.
The count of women was crazy,
dude.
On Cosby,
this guy has been trafficking fucking hookers all over the country, and he recorded it all. They're gonna end up making an R. Kelly video, even if he gets away with it for a small period of time. A movie's gonna drop somehow, some way. Everything's gonna leak. He is going to jail.
Stop watching those shows. I was correcting what I know from criminal shows and drug shows and everything. Stop watching those shows.
Yeah.
They call it lean for a reason.
For a reason.
You ain't doing this and say, "Oh, I got an idea." No, don't work that way.
Hey,
But like I said, I stand by what I say. I feel Diddy is going to walk and he's gonna pull that shit that Jay-Z video, "You belong to the storm." You belong in the city. And he's gonna sit there and walk like he's kind of crooked, and then all of a sudden, he's gonna smile.
does it count if he goes to jail and gets convicted, and then Trump lets him out? So then he technically gets out. Does that?
That's
How
what I'm
does
saying.
that
He has
count?
too many out options.
How does that count? Does that mean I'm right or does that mean you're right?
That means it's a draw
Damn it!
because he gets convicted, and
I
then
was gonna
Trump
say that
says,
means I'm right because I'm saying at the end of the day he's gonna get out. He's gonna walk some way. It's
"I'm going to
P.
do
Diddy.
everybody a favor, and I'm going to let Diddy
He's
out
gonna get out. He's
and
gonna
give
get
him
out.
an unhealthy amount of baby oil." That's what's gonna wind up happening.
That shit. If you gotta applause for Josh for the goddamn fucking impersonation.
You hear it all the time.
Word.
Cosby was
Dude.
convicted, but it was just overturned, which means he was let go. The fuck?
So
That's what's gonna wind up happening.
what's the statute of limitations?
7 years.
All right, so we'll reconvene, but I think very much he will be convicted. Too much baby oil, too many videos. Cassie might not be the way out.
But it's
Nah.
not like R. Kelly because R. Kelly was dropping him like another one. Even you know what I mean?
I think it's sort of like R. Kelly. What do you mean?
Well, like
In what way?
Hold on, the hamsters are going. They're rolling. I see it. Come on, you got it.
never mind.
Okay.
That means next topic.
I mean, look, I look at it this way. We can all say anything and everything about this whole case. In the end result, whether he gets convicted or not, he's still going to go free. That's going to be the end result. Whether Trump decides I'm going to set him free, or his 8 lawyers do their job, not saying it's the right job, not saying it's going to be the right response or the right outcome. They're going to do their job and protect basically their boss, and he's going to go free.
All right, so if by 2029, 2030, if he ain't out, he ain't getting out.
Oh, no, fuck. If he ain't out
Trump
by
should be out
2030,
of office by then, unless he becomes the king of the U.S. It becomes Fidel Castro,
A dictatorship.
a dictatorship. And if he leaves, then Diddy's gonna be doing the diddler in jail.
That is a whole other topic. If Trump is going to leave office,
He didn't leave. He didn't leave willingly the first time.
you know what he can do in 4 years. We're only in year 1, and we ain't even in the summer.
that part.
He's gonna rename the ocean.
No, he did.
Well, the Gulf of America, but he's gonna rename the Pacific on the other. He's gonna rename the one on the other side of Florida too.
That would be the Atlantic.
Whatever, the other side. It's gonna become Trump Ocean or some stupid shit.
So, with that being said, let's go ahead and move away from this. I was about to say get off this topic, but that's
Please.
Yeah. And you posed a question here. Did hip hop die? Yes, or did he? Who's most lyrical outside of the top 3? Who do you consider the top 3?
Easy. Really don't know that?
I want to hear your opinion. I mean,
Well,
if you're talking about like Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and
J.
J.
Cole.
Cole,
That's the top three. There's no one else right now. At least in the past 10, 15 years.
I beg to differ. What about Kiss?
hold on a minute.
Fab?
We're gonna move off this topic, Junior, but just know that
I think J. Cole got the crown right now.
Absolutely.
does he?
Lyrically?
Kendrick got the, he's getting all these accolades because he has the music beefing with Drake.
Yeah, it's because he's beefing with the top dog. That's what happens when you beef with the top dog. Like, you get the attention because it's the top dog. If he was beefing with somebody that wasn't as top as Drake, it wouldn't be as,
Wouldn't matter.
it wouldn't matter. That's all I'm saying. Like, you going at one of the best. So of course it's gonna get the attention. But
Yeah.
just off a straight lyric, like bars, J. Cole. Hands down.
No, I can agree with that. I can
That's
definitely agree
this
with that.
generation's dope to me right now. And this,
Well, I don't know about this generation, but
like right
at least
now,
a generation before this generation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
After.
because Lord knows this generation.
Yeah. I mean, this
Oh,
generation,
you can understand what
depending
they're
on
saying.
age. Yeah.
I see what you're saying, like the era.
Right. You got the 15 to 16-year-old. They probably like,
Yeah.
they got a whole nother cat. From 25 to 35 is probably the J. Cole's, the Kendricks, and, Drake. Probably Drake. Future, the Baby. A lot of them out there.
Then yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of them out there lyrically.
So how is hip hop dead if we got a bunch of?
So I said that humorously.
As a question.
Yeah. Is hip hop dead? No. I think honestly it's still thriving. It's just not.
It's just not what we used to. That's all it is.
Well, I think
we got older.
I
We
think
become the OGs of the opinion.
correct. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Back then, certain music
What's
was
the
played
thing?
more, right?
I'm not an OG.
Yeah, you are.
Your
No.
opinion is OG.
OG,
swayed.
triple OG.
It's
Hold on
swayed.
a minute. So I think I found a picture, and I got to remember which phone I found it on. And I screenshot it because I thought it was pretty hilarious that certain ages have titles to it. Like you have, this age says Unk. Oh, here we go. All right. It says man breaks down the age differences between LNS, YNS, BBS, Unks, OGs, and Elders. So
I don't know
Ellen,
all those letters and acronyms you just went through.
Lil Ninja,
None of that.
8 to 14. Young Ninja, 15 to 25. I don't know what a BB is, but 26 to 35. Unks are 36 to 44. And then OGs are 45 to 55. And then Elders are 55 and up.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
I like I said, I found it online and I was like, I gotta screenshot this because eventually we're gonna wind up talking about it, and it just so happened now. So we are under the
I
Unks.
can do
Are we in
No,
the unk?
I know I'm not, Jay. And far on the opposite spectrum of that.
I'd rather be Theo.
Same thing.
Father equals low key rich.
He says, which phone I found it on? Father equals low-key rich. Not at all. Not at all. So anyway, so back to what I was saying. Depending on the decade, depending on the generation, certain music genres were, over, right? And the others were just fading away. So whatever was popular then wasn't going to be popular then, at that point. So like back in like the 90s, R&B was taken off. So was hip hop but you heard more love songs than hip hop, right? And then around 2000s, hip hop started taking off, and you barely heard the love songs, R&B. You barely heard pop because NSYNC started, getting into they broke up. Justin Timberlake started getting into, you know what I'm saying, working with different artists and stuff like that. So now hip hop didn't die. It's just not played as much. You have country music that's playing more than anything else. So I don't think hip hop died. I just think people don't play it as much, or it's not being heard as much anymore.
I see where you're going with it. Like he's trying to say, like, in terms of the impact of the population, like
Correct.
it's swayed in terms of like how much it influenced different populations. I see what you're saying.
I don't see it that way. I feel like record labels killed hip hop. Good rap music and hip hop music. Think about it. Even in the 2000s, there was good hip hop music. It was played on the radio station regularly. There was a hook. There was a fucking rap session. It had,
But there was
they
also
actually
beef that you
rhymed.
heard too.
It made sense.
That's why the beef between Kendrick Lamar and Drake was heard, because you needed to, so word I'm can't even fucking figure out the words I'm trying to gather here. I'm having a Christopher moment. So, so we needed to hear that beef, because that's what's going to bring hip hop back. You know what I'm saying? Now the beef is over. Who you got to listen to? Mumble rap.
Not necessarily. It's just not played on the radio. Like the music that's really hip hop, the
Who
one
listens
where
to the radio anymore?
That's a whole topic. Who listens to the radio anymore? When's the last time you listened to the radio?
I couldn't tell you what's being played on 94.1.
What about you?
I listen to the radio.
What station?
94. I listen to a lot of Spanish music. I ain't gonna lie.
I
But
mean,
I'm
did
mad
you
at
even
hip-hop
know
right
that
now.
95.7 turned into a Spanish station?
A
Been
long
new.
time ago. It's
Been
been like
new.
a year.
Bro, I found that out the hard
It's
way.
been
'cause
like a year, bro.
like I said, I don't listen to the radio. So I remember I had 94.1, 95.7, and I think
97.1. No, 97.9. The old guy station.
97.9. I thought it was 94.9.
Oh, you might be
One
right.
of those.
Yeah,
Either
one
way,
of
the
those.
old man station. You got the joke, though. You gotta get all technical to make him
I'm
sound like
just
an
saying.
asshole.
Oh my God. JJ says he does. He listens to the radio. And that he listens to 104. That's some country station, I guarantee.
That's in Georgia, though.
And he
Some
can't
country
afford any
station.
streaming services. I'm sorry, Poppy. You need a job. A real one.
He's gonna be driving trucks. Good luck, nephew.
Yes.
Hope it works out.
Get your CDL.
Just don't bring drugs or hookers on the truck.
Or
Learn
illegal
from
people.
Diddy.
And ID every woman you interact with.
And wear a condom, because these hookers at these truck stops are nothing to play with.
I can't stand neither one of you motherfuckers. So, do you guys think hip hop is dead?
I think the record labels killed hip hop and they play bullshit on the radio.
I don't think hip hop's dead. It's just regulated.
I think we need to make a digital radio station and play good music.
I can agree with that.
Josh listens, JJ listens to country music.
Of course he does. Look at where he lives.
Yeah, he lives in country Georgia.
That's where he was raised. Leave the boy alone.
So my question is, since you listen to country, who's your favorite country singer? And while we talk about that, Millie's, Davies, and
Benny the Butcher.
Non-spelling ass. I know who Davies is. I don't know who Benny the Butcher is, and I don't know who Millie.
Griselda.
Who?
Jesus. Louises.
I will look it up on Spotify.
Griselda.
and I will listen to Benny the Butcher. And I mean, if I like it, I'll rock with it. You know what I'm saying? But I do know who Davies is. He actually played in the Wu-Tang Clan.
It's the only reason why you know him.
Nah, actually, I've heard of him before. That's how I knew who he was and who he was playing. He was playing Method Man.
Yeah.
Did you watch that show, Christopher?
No.
No, but I know who Davies and Benny the Butcher is very well.
What about Millie Z?
Oh, it's Millie Z?
I don't know. I probably Millie's. I don't know.
Nah, I don't know who that is.
He signed to Jada Kiss's label.
Ooh,
It's the only
that
reason
might
why
be
I
some
know who
credit.
he is.
I gotta check it out. I don't know who that is.
Yeah. He can freestyle like a motherfucker. He got good music.
I'll
He
give
got
it
a
that.
song with Davies is pretty nice too. It's a little old, but you know, it's nice.
Have you guys listened to any like Jordan Lucas or no?
I don't even know who you just said.
That was the Will Smith and Joyner Lucas song you refused to listen to.
Oh, if I refuse to listen to it, then it remains the same now. I thought that was obvious.
You're a dick.
Sure enough is.
Serious.
There was like he didn't even tiptoe into that. He just like, nah, I don't listen to that shit.
He said,
Nope.
Fuck listening to that.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Jordan Lucas ain't bad though. Aside from
No.
the collaboration with Will Smith, his own records is pretty dope.
Yeah.
I'm sure, but not the one with Will Smith.
This man's forever gonna hate on Will
Did
Smith.
y'all see the Drink Champs
Nah. Oh, I did.
with the Will Smith?
Yeah.
I wish he'd talk about slapping this guy a little bit more.
He still danced around.
I was about to say he
They already
avoided that
settled.
like the plague. He
He
avoided
talked
it.
about going into a dark place and not being able to work with people. I mean, he talked about it a little bit.
He talked about the aftermath of doing
Yeah.
it. He did not talk about like what was going through his
He
mind.
danced
when he
around it.
smacked the taste out of Chris Rock's mouth, bro.
But
Bro.
it's settled. He paid.
Still.
Who settled?
That case is over. Like Chris Rock got his little money.
Until Chris Rock and Will Smith come face to face and actually talk on Jada Pinkett's red table shit.
Oh, come on. You're being ridiculous. It's never gonna happen.
I'll tell you what, and I'll even throw it in better. Until you see Chris Rock and Will Smith on Drink Champs to talk that shit out, to squash all kinds of madness. That shit's not done.
I think that might break the internet though if that were to happen.
Oh my god, that'll be almost as big as Jay-Z and Nas.
Yo.
That'd
be killer. I want to see that though.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. I'm not gonna lie. I'd like to see that.
If we ever get discovered and this ever happens, just know that
We called
on
it
May
first.
19th, 2025, we said that should happen. Just saying.
It should. And Drink Champs could pull it off. I believe in them guys.
Oh,
Yes, I do.
Nori could 100% pull that shit off. And it'd be
Yeah.
peaceful and it would be funny.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that shit would be amazing.
It'd be hilarious.
Nah,
I'd love to see Chris Rock and Will Smith drunk and high talking about that.
Oh, that'd be.
I don't think
I'd break the internet. Crazier than the Cat Williams and the Club Shay Shay. It'd break that mouth.
Oh, wait, shit. Maybe he can do it.
Club Shay Shay?
Sit back.
I'd rather have him on Drink Champs. It's more fun.
Yeah,
No, you're not wrong.
Jay Drink
You're not
Champs.
wrong.
Yeah,
Especially
Drink
Nori
Champs.
with his laugh and you know what I'm saying.
And he be egging. You know what I mean?
Lord knows what Nori would do. My man Nori. I'd love to watch Quick Time to Slime
Yeah,
too. Who would
both
slap
of 'em.
harder?
That shit would be funny as hell. Every time I watch Nori's Drink Champs, bro,
Yeah.
it reminds me of Christian, just the way he likes to egg shit on.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm telling you, it's
I'm
just
not even the instigator. I just be saying stupid, funny shit. He's the one that like to see people fight.
No,
you
that was a
instigate
long
shit.
time ago.
You instigate shit. We're not gonna say exactly how you instigate, but nigga, you instigate the shit out of things.
It's one of my gifts. Hit him.
Pettiness. It's the pettiness.
Petty. Slap him first.
Betty,
So,
Betty.
with that being said, I know people got bedtimes and
Gracias, papi. Gracias, papi. Yeah, you know what
I
you
wasn't
know
even
what it
trying to
is.
point it out, but
You know what it is.
Bro, te cabrón, bro.
he's
Me
like, yo,
están
the
mandando.
meter's running. I gotta go to
Están
bed.
tocando, mira,
Mira
mira.
que ahora vamos. Vamos. Avanza, coño.
Bro, you're a little too hyped just to go to bed, bro.
Well, it's not him going to bed. He got to get these boys to go to bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Little
Jelly
G's
bean.
in training. You know what it is.
Bro, I'm telling you, they just don't realize how much freedom they really do got, bro. Because the shit was back in the day when Mom Dukes was
Shit.
nigga 8 o'clock. We missed In Living Color. We missed The Simpsons. We missed all that shit. Now we can watch all of that on the fucking Disney Plus. Well, not In Living Color, but Simpsons. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, I really want to see that Will Smith and fucking Chris Rock.
Never
now
gonna
it's like
happen.
it's in my head.
But we
I got
could probably promote it. Let's do it.
Bro, let me tell you, I feel like trying to find a way to email Nori just to sit there and be like, you need to do this right now.
I bet you got bad people.
He's lucky he got Will Smith on there once. He's not gonna get Will Smith and Chris Rock on the
I don't
show
think
at
he's
the
ever
same
had
time.
Chris Rock on his thing. On his
Nah.
show.
Nah, but that'd be fucking hilarious. I would, and you gotta have Dave Chappelle there to be like a mediator and make it the most entertaining episode.
Word.
Because you know, Dave Chappelle's a little bit of an instigator too. I love my man. So that'd be hilarious, bro.
100%. Do you still? Oh, God, Jesus Christ. Mom, I can't stand you. I'll bring it back up if you want me to.
Oh shit, this bitch about to break. Hey man, this chair about to buckle.
man,
I'm not
all right.
about to
All
fall
right.
on video.
With that being said, he
This
all of a
chair
sudden
had
got
more
the.
beer than all of us, bro. This thing almost buckled, bro.
I'm
That
kind
would've
of
been
hoping it'll buckle right.
No. No.
With that being
Wow.
said, love you guys. Till next time.
Love you, bro.